Joining us this morning is Fox Weather Correspondent Katie Byrne. She's back in Kerrville. It's only been a year, Katie, and a nightmare every single day for families who lost children that day. I guess with your return to Kerrville, what's standing out to you this morning?
Good morning, Stephen and Marissa. Well, there are still signs of the devastating flooding that hit the Texas Hill Country almost 1 year ago. You'll see things like a T-shirt occasionally still tangled in a tree. You'll see concrete slabs where homes used to be, and all of these gigantic cypress trees still bent over in half from the power of that rushing water. Where we are right now is one of the hardest hit spots in this area. This is an RV park that's connected to Howdy's restaurant. We have the owner, Lorena, with us right now to talk a little bit more about what we're coming up on, which is this 1 year mark. And what is that like for you, thinking back?
It's hard. It's very difficult to know this. It's a year already. It's just very, very difficult to think about it. But we're here, and we'll get through it. And together as a community, I think we'll survive it.
This was a place where we used to have RVs parked right along the water. When you think back on what those first moments were like, I mean, what are the first things that you think of?
I think of how could it be like that when July 3rd was a day just like this.
Yeah.
Beautiful, sunny, gorgeous, and then all of a sudden in 3 hours everything was gone. So it was extremely hard to see that water rising so high and hearing the people screaming for help. That was the thing that haunts me.
Yeah.
And haunts a lot of people.
Can't imagine hearing that.
Yeah.
We have video that you had shared with us of what Howdy's looked like the night before, and people were dancing and singing, and some of those families are no longer with us. I mean, what has it been like for you holding that grief for a year?
Well, it's been one of the most difficult things in my life. Feeling responsible for your guests, feeling responsible for your customers, and not being able to help them, and not being able to think outside the norm and evacuate when we never had a flood this magnitude before. So it's one of those situations that I wish nobody goes through.
Yeah. Howdy's is open, but you said business isn't really the same this year, and you made this decision to not reopen the RV park for now?
Yes, we decided that day a year ago that we were not going to reopen the RV park at all. We lost 4 of our guests, and I don't think I can survive another flood knowing the people sleeping in here. So we decided to not open an RV park ever again. So now we're obviously rethinking about what to do, because we do have to generate an income and sales at the restaurant and along the cities and county. We're about 40 to 50% below last year.
Yeah.
So we're hurting. The economy is hurting locally. So all we want is customers so we can take care of them. But who wants to come into a place where the river's still healing? Hopefully next year, the grass are going to continue to grow, the trees are going to heal by then, and we can bring our day trippers, our amazing customers back and enjoy the beautiful Guadalupe River. I mean, because it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Something that struck me when I was first back here this week was seeing people swimming in the water, and that's what it did look like before last year happened. I think it seems like there's a mixed emotion, I think, from some people of whether they're ready for that or not. What do you think the mood is from locals?
Well, we've taken a little bit at a time. I have friends that are okay with just putting their feet in the water. And I have friends that they finally got into a kayak and got into the river after a year. And And then you have the beautiful kids that were not part of the disaster. They lived up higher ground. And it's 100 degrees and the water looks amazing. So why not? Just go take a dip, and that water is perfect to get rid of the heat, the hotness of the day. So.
And there's been significant efforts involved in river cleanup, people trying to make sure families feel safe to get back in, while there is still that search happening for 2 missing victims still. Where do you think recovery stands right now? What do you think people are needing the most?
Well, for once we do have an amazing group of divers going, making sure there's no rebar sticking out or any hazardous on the river. They're doing an amazing job with that. The cities are doing great jobs, are keeping great centers for mental health and for residential help. I think where we are a little bit hurting, and obviously because of I have a business, it's in the business side. I think we need a little faster help. I think now that the LIFT Fund has taken over some of the businesses and are offering great loans, is making huge difference, but it took a while to get to that point. And but it is hard when you have a mortgage and now you're going to have a loan. It's difficult, and it's something that we have to be careful about. I mean, to make sure that we can pay back.
Yeah.
And that is where we are. We small businesses are big part of the local economy. We hire a lot of employees. We spend our money locally. We don't take it anywhere else. So I think more help for the local businesses will be greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Did it cross your mind to not rebuild, or what do you think?
No, this place is dear to my heart, as everybody can tell you. The whole community is the same way. We all love the river. I mean, Kerrville, Kerr County was founded because of the river, and it's beautiful, and that's Mother Nature cleaning itself out on floods. Every single river in the world floods. So why running away? Let's just stay put and keep fighting and keep working hard and bring it back to what it was.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lorena, for talking to us. I think you provide such important perspective for people who maybe aren't here to live this like you have. But we appreciate you sharing your story with us, and that recovery still well underway. People thinking about maybe a trip, this could be a great place that would be welcome to host people in the coming years, I think, guys.
Yeah, no, Katie, appreciate that, and hearing from Lorena this morning. But as she said, haunted by those memories, a community still healing. It really does resonate with so many of us as we watched all of this unfold. Katie Byrne out there in Kerrville, Texas, thank you.